Sitting here with Nomeva here at Fight Club in Midrand. How are you doing, Nomeva?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm working. It is almost the fight night. So yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm feeling fresh and I'm good.
I guess the question that people want to know is how has the first training camp gone with the Chief in your corner? Obviously, he's going to take you in the ring. How's it gone?
My training with Chief was like cool because we know each other. Like we trained before, and he knows me mostly, obviously more than every trainer that I trained with before. So most of the time, because obviously I'm also training when he's not around, and when he's around we train. So most of the time we're talking, fixing things, talking about what we need to do, talking about what needs to be done, and what we need to let go and what we need not to do, because obviously at the end of the day, he knows Nomeva, and he knows what we're supposed to be doing. So we do work, we train, we're working hard, we're ready for the fight, but most of the things that now are getting into my mind is what we're talking about.
And I mean, how soon are we to see sort of a newer version, or maybe, I wouldn't say an older version because you got a lot better as your career's gone on,
Yes.
but I mean, how much of the Chief sort of things are going to come back into your game plans and tactics?
It is easy because I never get it to a point where I have forgotten everything that Chief and I did before, So obviously I had to change and learn and get more things and new things in the way, but I still have the Chief base and background, and it is obviously easy for me to remember quick and fast whatever he's talking about and whatever he wants to be done.
Let's talk about Bison Guayani, your opponent that you'll be fighting this week. We're in fight week already as I'm doing the interview. Have you given much thought as to him, how good of a boxer he is?
We looked at him, me and Chief and Shannon. I'm training with Shannon and Chief. We looked at him, we discussed him. Obviously, it is a good boxer for my style and Chief. And obviously Shannon also. We checked, and then he knows what we need to do. So it is a good start for Chief and me, obviously, and we were all not surprised or puzzled with whatever he's bringing in. So it's gonna be a good fight, and it's gonna be good for me to obviously try and do everything that my team is telling me what to do. So I'm looking forward to it. I looked at him. I'm 100% sure that it's going to be a good fight and I'm going to win it.
Have you gotten rid of that last result in your head? Is this like a completely new start, a fresh, just basically starting again? I mean, obviously you got a long career, but it's just the reset button. Is that basically what you're doing?
It isn't an easy thing to forget about what happened, but obviously because I had to just take it. So I took it, and I just decided to just let it go, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna be the fact of the matter of what needs to be done next. I'm not gonna be holding on that fight whenever I have to go to do something else. So I forgot about the fight. I cannot forget about the fight, but I had to let it go. I have to live with it. It's a loss that's going to be there for the rest of my career. And I'm just happy that it happened, and now I'm looking forward to better things, So I was going to lose anytime. I don't know when. Obviously, this is boxing. You have to you have to wait for whatever will happen in the way. And luckily my day came and then passed. So I'm looking forward to do new things and what's next, and see what the future holds for me. I'm not going to forget the loss, and I'm happy with it now. I'm fine. It's my loss, and I have to own it. I was there when I lost the fight, so it's not like someone lost for me. I was there and I lost the fight, and I understand how, and then I know exactly what happened, and I know why it happened. So now it's time for me to just live with it, and try and do something with it, and obviously make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Well, I mean, I wanted to talk about the big fights because either way in your career you're always going to be up there. The Hank Lundy fight, is that fight still going to be on, or was it postponed for the time being?
On paper, it's still on. They postponed the date. Still waiting for the confirmation of the new date, but it was advisable for that we take this fight because of the timing. Because obviously it was supposed to be in March, and they say now late May. So therefore, it is good for us to take this fight and get confidence to that fight.
So this fight, I mean, I'm not obviously, you never overlook anybody, but is this fight for you just the comeback fights and then going to fight abroad more often?
Mostly for me, this fight is to gain confidence and get my winning ways back, and I also wish I can win it in a nice way, like the way I would love to win it, and it's gonna just measure what I can do more again. So I'm still gonna fight either in South Africa or out of South Africa, but I will see what the future holds for me.
What would you like though? I mean, obviously you can't really tell what the future is going to hold. You just got to take it one fight at a time. But I mean, for you personally, I mean, what are the goals?
At the moment, I'm not in a rush for anything. I just lost the fight and the first fight in South Africa, so I just need to regain and regroup and have time with my team and get action and see what will happen and take it from there. I'm not in a rush for anything. I don't want to call whoever. I don't want to say I want to do A and B and C and D, but I want to be active and obviously get used to my team now and make sure that everything is good and train and be fit, because obviously we all know that it has been busy. It was COVID. We got hit by COVID and things changed for everyone. Came back, decided to start something new, having to start my business, having to be a boxer at the same time, so many things, and obviously I believe in time. Everything's going to be in the right order. My business will be doing its own thing in the side, and I'll be doing my boxing in my side. So it's been a busy time. I just want this phase to go past, and I'm not in a rush for anything big or whatsoever. I just want to get this win and get the next win and see what's next after that.
Well, you mentioned your business right there. We in one of your fight clubs. You own this gym. Can you talk to us a little bit more about the process in becoming a business owner, and how important maybe for other boxers to consider doing something similar to what you're doing?
We all know that boxing is a short-term career, and we all know that it can change anytime. Anything can happen to anyone anytime, and I've been thinking of what to do, what will happen after. For God's sake, everything has been done, so I've decided to just have something to fall back on if things are not going well with the boxing career as a boxer. So I've got so many ideas. I had so many ideas in mind, and one was to obviously have my own thing that I'm going to be working on, just like a gym. And luckily, I managed to get this franchise and buy my own fight club, so that if whatever happens, and then I know I have something to fall back on. And I believe that it is good for everyone to think about the future now while we still can box, because at the end of the day, it is also going to be a good business for me when I can still box and win fights. It will be easy for me to market also my club and make people come to join the gym, and also make money on the side of it, because that's why the business is for, to make money. And how do you make money? You make money by marketing a business, and marketing a business also is going to be easier if I can still win fights and be a boxer.
So people can, if they wanted to join your club, basically they just can find you on Facebook, I'm assuming, or they just Google, or what's the contact details for the gym?
It's the Fight Club SA. You just get to check which one is mine, and then it's going to be mid-rand. And we have like 12 around, so you can go into anyone. They're all Fight Clubs, and if you're closer to my Fight Club, then you go to Fight Club mid-rand. And if you are somewhere else, you can go to any other Fight Club. We have 12 around. So you just get to our website on www.fightclubsa.com, and then you get every details there. Yeah.
All right, and obviously you want to train with the champ, then you know the Bidrand's the one to go to. But obviously I know that she's selling the franchise there. But let's go back to Bison again. One more question I have about him is he's obviously coming to make the travel. He's from another country, he's hungry. I'm assuming that he just doesn't want to be the fight that comes in as your confidence fight. Do you expect him to maybe come in and give it his best shot?
I know he's going to do that. I believe that every boxer that is fighting in the Meva, that boxer has got an opportunity to obviously make a name for themselves. Like what happened to Prince, beating me was the biggest thing ever of his career. Obviously, this guy, also if he can beat me, it will be obviously a biggest thing of his career also. So he's gonna come blazing, and obviously making sure that he's here to fight, And this for them, guys from Malawi, Tanzania, and all these countries around South Africa. When they come to South Africa, it's like they go into Las Vegas. It's like they go into like the biggest stage ever, because it's something new to them. It's something big, and it's something they've never been, So he's gonna come and make sure that he sells himself, and he tries and give it all to win the fight. So I need to be very careful, and I need to be like 100% fit and ready for him, because obviously I have to manage everything that is bringing in the ring.
And if you had a message for him, if he's watching the interview, what would you say to him?
I don't even know if he's watching or not, but what I would like to say to Bison's team is that I'm happy and I'm grateful for the opportunity to get the fight, and obviously be back in the ring after everything had happened. And I just want to make sure that everyone is fit, because I'm fit, and let's get it on. Let's go in and just go in the rumble. I want to take him into the deep and see if he can swim, because I know I can swim.
And then, just lastly from you, how I do all the interviews, do you have a thank you or a shout out for anybody?
I have a lot.
I have time.
All right. I want to obviously say shout out to my main sponsor, Sustec. Sustec is the one that is owning the building that we are in now, where my gym is. So they've been with me for like 4 years and more. So with or without the fight, they stood by me. And NanoWave, which I'm the ambassador of, the mask that people are wearing for COVID, and they've done a lot for me. And obviously Connie Ferguson and Mr. Shaw of Shona Ferguson of Ferguson Films, and Connie Body Care, Lois Consultants, that's my sponsor from East London, and obviously all the people that are supporting me, Tanya, Vivari, Spire Hotel. So I want to thank all those people. And who am I forgetting? Fight Club. Fight Club gave me like a best opportunity to be one of the owners to be obviously, let's say, the first active boxer to own the Fight Club, because I believe that it's going to be the first time a boxer owning his own Fight Club. So it's me. I want to thank Rudy and Kelly for giving me the opportunity to be one of those. I'm grateful, and my family obviously, and my beautiful wife to be, and then I'm good.